A man whose presence felt like sunshine to the world. A man whose confidence was rock solid, and whose every picture left people desperate to see more. He was strong like a mountain, fearless, unforgettable. Yet one day, without warning, everything went silent. On January 20, 2008, the world lost him quietly. So quietly that no one even realized what had happened at first. There was no noise, no farewell, just an eerie stillness, as if the world stopped breathing for a moment. That man was Heath Ledger. How did he leave this world? What were his final moments like? What were his last words? And most importantly, what was the final message he wanted to leave behind for the world? Only those who truly understand his journey will know why his passing felt unreal, why it felt like nothing happened, yet everything changed. In this video, we will uncover Heath Ledger's final moments, his last words, and the hidden message he left behind, especially through his unforgettable role as the Joker in The Dark Knight. If you subscribe and watch till the end, you'll discover the truth behind his final message and why his legacy still lives on. On January 20, 2008, the world lost one of its most extraordinary talents far too soon. Heath Ledger, the brilliant Australian actor whose transformative performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight had redefined what villainy could be on screen, was found dead in his New York apartment. He was only 28 years old. His housekeeper discovered him unconscious in his bedroom, and despite immediate efforts to revive him, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The official cause of death was acute intoxication from a combination of prescription medications, oxycodone, hydrocodone, diazepam, temazepam, alprazolam, and doxylamine. It was ruled an accidental overdose, a tragic mishap born from exhaustion, illness, and a lifelong battle with insomnia. The night before his death, Heath had a phone conversation with his older sister, Kate Ledger. He had been suffering from a severe chest infection, possibly walking pneumonia, and was struggling terribly with sleep. Kate, deeply worried, cautioned him about mixing his prescribed sleeping pills with any other medication he might be taking for his illness. Heath, with his characteristic confidence and a touch of playful dismissal toward his protective big sister, responded with what would become his final spoken words to his family. Katie, I'll be fine." Those simple, reassuring words now echo with heartbreaking irony. He genuinely believed he would push through, as he always had, through intense roles, personal heartbreaks, and the relentless demands of his craft. During his preparation for the Joker, Heath kept a detailed diary filled with images, scribbles, and notes to immerse himself in the character's chaotic mind. On the very last page, in bold, capitalized letters, he wrote, "Bye-bye." Many have speculated about the meaning behind those words, wondering if they reflected something deeper in his own psyche. However, those closest to him, including his family and director Christopher Nolan, have always insisted it was purely part of the character's farewell, a dramatic sign-off for the Joker, not a personal message. Heath left no suicide note, and his death was unequivocally accidental. He was full of plans, excited about upcoming films, including a potential collaboration with Steven Spielberg, and looking forward to spending more time with his young daughter, Matilda. Heath Andrew Ledger was born on April 4, 1979, in Perth, Western Australia, to Sally Ledger, a teacher of French descent, and Kim Ledger, a mining engineer and race car driver from a prominent engineering family. He was named after Heathcliff from Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, a nod to his mother's love of literature. Growing up with his older sister Kate and two half-sisters, Heath was surrounded by creativity and encouragement. His parents separated when he was 11, but they remained close and supportive co-parents. From childhood, Heath showed remarkable talent and drive. At age 10, he landed the lead role of Peter Pan in a school production, captivating audiences with his natural charisma. He excelled at chess, becoming Western Australia's junior champion at the same age. He danced, acted in local theater, and by his mid-teens, was already appearing in Australian television. At 17, after finishing high school early, he packed his bags and drove across the country to Sydney with a friend, determined to chase his acting dreams. His early roles in Australia included TV series like Sweat, where he played a gay cyclist, and brief appearances in Home and Away. But Hollywood called quickly. In 1997, he starred in the fantasy adventure series Roar, which, though short-lived, brought him to Los Angeles in 1998. Heath's American breakthrough came in 1999 with the charming teen romantic comedy 10 Things I Hate About You, opposite Julia Stiles. Playing Patrick Verona, the rebellious outsider with a hidden sensitive side, he became an instant heartthrob. Songs were written about him, posters adorned bedroom walls, but Heath refused to rest on his looks. He deliberately chose diverse, challenging roles to prove his depth. In 2000, he held his own alongside Mel Gibson in The Patriot, portraying Gibson's eldest son in a gripping Revolutionary War drama. The following year, he starred in A Knight's Tale, a joyful, anachronistic medieval adventure, where rock music blasted during jousting tournaments. Heath wrote and directed parts of the film within the film, showing his creative ambitions extended beyond acting. He continued pushing boundaries with Monsters Ball, 2001, delivering a raw performance as the troubled son of a prison guard. In 2003, he took on the iconic Australian outlaw in Ned Kelly, wearing authentic iron armor that weighed over 60 pounds. He starred opposite Matt Damon in the dark fairy tale The Brothers Grimm, 2005, and charmed as the legendary lover in Casanova, 2005. But it was Brokeback Mountain in 2005 that changed everything. Directed by Ang Lee, Heath played Ennis Del Mar, a stoic Wyoming ranch hand who falls into a profound, forbidden love with Jake Gyllenhaal's Jack Twist. His performance was quiet, restrained, and devastating, conveying volumes of repressed emotion through subtle glances, clenched jaws, and broken whispers. The film shattered taboos, and Heath's portrayal earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, making him one of the youngest nominees ever in that category. He lost to Philip Seymour Hoffman, but the role cemented his reputation as a serious, fearless artist. Around this time, Heath met actress Michelle Williams on the set of Brokeback Mountain. Their daughter, Matilda Rose Ledger, was born in October 2005. Heath often described fatherhood as his greatest joy and most important role. He doted on Matilda, prioritizing her above fame and frequently flying between continents to spend time with her. Other standout performances included the heroin addict in the harrowing Australian drama Candy, 2006, opposite Abby Cornish, and one of the multiple incarnations of Bob Dylan in Todd Haynes's experimental I'm Not There, 2007. Heath also directed several acclaimed music videos, co-founded a record label, and planned to step behind the camera for feature films. Then came the role that would immortalize him, the Joker in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, 2008. Initially met with skepticism, how could the romantic lead from Brokeback Mountain play Batman's psychotic arch-nemesis? Heath silenced all doubt. He isolated himself in a London hotel room for a month, developing the character's voice, mannerisms, and philosophy from scratch. He drew inspiration from diverse sources: the grotesque artistry of Francis Bacon, the punk anarchy of Sid Vicious, and the unhinged malice of A Clockwork Orange's Alex. The result was a Joker unlike any before, unpredictable, philosophical, and terrifyingly real. His smeared makeup, erratic laugh, tongue-flicking tick, and chilling lines like, "Why so serious?" and "Do I look like a guy with a plan?" redefined the character forever. The performance was physically and mentally draining. Heath slept only 2 hours a night during filming, relying on medication to rest. Yet he called it the most fun he'd ever had as an actor. Tragically, Heath never lived to see the film's release or the overwhelming acclaim. The Dark Knight became a cultural phenomenon, and his Joker is widely regarded as one of the greatest villain performances in cinema history. Posthumously, he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, along with dozens of other honors. His family, parents Kim and Sally, sisters Kate and Olivia, accepted the Oscar on his behalf, dedicating it to Matilda. Heath's lifestyle was a blend of intensity and simplicity. He shunned the typical Hollywood excess, preferring quiet nights with close friends, chess games, photography, and surfing back in Australia. He was an avid skateboarder, often seen cruising the streets of New York. He quit heavy partying early in his career, favoring healthy habits, though stress and insomnia took their toll in later years. He loved good coffee, simple vegetarian-leaning meals, and spending downtime reading or planning creative projects. He was private, humble, and fiercely dedicated to his craft, often choosing roles that scared him because they pushed him to grow. In his final months, while filming Terry Gilliam's The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, Heath battled relentless insomnia and illness. Friends described him as exhausted, but still enthusiastic about the future. He was in the process of moving back to Australia partly to be closer to family and give Matilda a more grounded life. Heath Ledger's message to the world, through his choices, his performances, and his life, was one of fearless authenticity. He refused to take easy paths or play safe characters. He dove headfirst into the complexities of the human soul, exploring love, pain, madness, and redemption with unflinching honesty. He showed that vulnerability could be powerful, that chaos could be art, and that true greatness comes from risking everything for your vision. His family has since channeled their grief into advocacy, raising awareness about prescription medication dangers and mental health. Matilda, now a young woman, is protected and cherished by her extended family, carrying forward her father's legacy of kindness and creativity.